goes nothing. I'm just joining on my mobile as well, because I want to be able to see what everyone else sees when I'm sharing screen. Give me one moment. All right. I'm like fairly new to Zoom, so I mean, I've been on it a couple of times, but lately I've been making these videos that I have in my folder on the master file. So I just kind of also familiarizing myself. I don't have any notes, so I'm going right off the cuff. Mute audio, stop video, choose virtual background, choose video filter, printer. All right. Anyway, so how do I become like make my screen view speaker? Okay, and then I could just switch that later. But so this is why I can see myself. All right, so I'm Jatan leader, and I feel guided to start this group classes, these you know, discussion group, support groups. Really, you know, it's technically beginners or bewinners is what I named the folder, but oh, that's what my camera is, so I'll look into that. But I mean, I've been studying and researching this for a while. I just have a ton of stuff that's been going on in my life that is, you know, not allowed me. But now I'm in the position where I'm going, you know, full speed ahead. I'm sending out my first packet very shortly to Puerto Rico. He may even deliver it in person because that registered mail is slow, boy. So, you know, just for anybody new, I'm gonna start fresh. This time I'm not gonna, I don't have notes right in front of me, but it's pretty clear in my head. I'm gonna establish, and then, you know, we'll get feedback from anybody, but from what I know, there's a lot of great, you know, sharers or teachers, you know, people that are sharing their process. And I wish I could have this camera just a little bit higher because you see the glare in my eyes and I have to look down. When it's up there, you're going to see me like this. So let me think. I already tried it and I put it down here. So, you know, there's a lot of different, there's numerous ways, you know, there's numerous ways on how to, you know, skin a cat to, you know, become a secured party creditor and basically set up your, you know, your Treasury account. Let me just make sure that participant, I want to make sure that, let me open up my email, make sure, because I did have one person that was interested, and let me just shoot her out a quick email. Okay, that's done. So Basically, let me open up the file, and let me see exactly what I wrote in that file memo. One moment. Okay. Let me share my screen. This is slow. Okay, now on my mobile phone, I could see that's exactly what I wanted. There's no reverberation because I have I wanted to see exactly that if when I share screen, all right, this is, so now, the masterclass folder that we've gotten access through Radiant Clone channel. Basically, we've emailed, or in the comments, we've saw that radiantclothing@gmail.com. You communicate with them, and then you basically, everyone here who has access has basically made a donation to get access to these files and share. And from what if you go over here and click details, is 124 people that are sharing and contributing and have access to this folder. So, I mean, that's a good amount of people, but it's, it's a very select few amount. I'm not sure. I don't know the inner workings of the administration, the admins, but I'm sure there's others. Just these are people that are making progress or getting stuff done, because well, there's always work to do. No matter what level you get to, you always want to continue and advance further. So now, so that's that. Now let me go to here. All right, let me just start here. This is my folder here. I didn't ask anybody, I just made my own folder here to kind of just throw a couple of things in here. So, I kind of, and then I have this folder here. I have a couple of documents here just in case. These are my documents, and I've did a lot of work on these. And the one that I'm really put a lot of work into is the legal notice and demand reconstructed. Let me do this right here. Oh, come on. Legal notice, JPL, legal notice and demand reconstructed on legal paper, 8.5 by 14. It says 95% complete here. I really did on this Zoom. Let me just make sure there's nobody trying to get into this. Give me one moment. Let me see. No. Oh yeah, I just don't know. I want to, let me stop share to see if, let me see the view, gallery view. Let me see if I can go into the chat. Because like I said, I'm kind of new to this. So there's nothing in the chat. All right, nobody's here. So I am going to continue here, share screen to share. Got it. Okay. So now I'll go into that, but let me just give you a quick overview of, I mean, hey, look, I'm a beginner. I'm a be winner. I'm gonna be a winner. I am a winner. But so basically I have a couple of videos here. Let me go through them quick. How to download an unedited original version. On this here, if you watch this video, it basically says when you open up a document here, let me go to one that somebody has touched up and changed, which was this. So if I go here and right click, manage versions, you see a person here, Divine Goddess Energy had, she just basically, yeah, I'll show you. She put like a 1. Okay, I'm not going to download or delete it. I'm going to close this and open it, and it's going to open up her the revised version, and I'll show you quick. See, there's that little 1 there. I didn't put that there, so she must have not known and just did that. Okay, that's that. Go back to here. When you go here, you manage versions, and then you want to get the original version. See, it says keep forever download. That's it. Quick. All right. So that's what this video is here. How to download an unedited original version. I just showed you. Legal notice and demand. Okay, I put that as one, that's, I haven't heard of anybody sending that in the first pack, but there's a section in the private security agreement that quotes or refers to the legal notice and demand. So I got all my other documents, which I'm going to go over. I'm going to make a list. I can do that shortly. I'll do that quick. Okay. I hear something here. Maybe I might have to unmute meeting controls. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jet. Who's speaking?
Hi, this is Els.
Hey, Els, how you doing?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
Good. So, I started a couple of minutes ago, just went over a couple of things, and there's my camera there. So, Els, can I ask? I don't have any notes or anything, but I wanted to ask what level are you at, or what have you got accomplished so far on
Okay,
the
so
journey? Just so I know where we stand. For me, actually, let me start by saying that I have not sent out my first pack. I have been researching and studying this for a while, but it takes time, and I want to basically, now I have the confidence and knowledge to be able to, I basically know I know the basics, and I've researched a lot of material online, especially on the Radiant Clone channel, through USFL, through Joanna, and I just wanted to get this done right, my first pack. So I kind of took little bits and pieces and patched everything together. And so I can make sure I have a proper pack.
Same here. I haven't sent out a pack per se. I mean, I've gotten things together as far as my authenticated birth certificates and sent out, like the initial things that I needed to do, like getting addresses. And I had placed my first UCC1.
Okay.
But as far as like starting to send out packs all together and with like to the Treasury and all that, I haven't done that.
Okay. All right, perfect. So we can, if you're interested, we can work on it together. And
I definitely am, because I'd rather, I've always wanted to, work in a group, because it seems like everybody was trying to just get one thing accomplished at a time, be it like child support or foreclosures, custody, whatever.
Exactly. I have to say that I have issues similar to that, but I just to kind of like zone in on what you just said, that there's a lot of people that they really like, and you know what's going to happen when that in October they're going to lift up that moratorium on the evictions and foreclosures. So I mean, it could get like really. I met a guy when I was down in Staples. This guy was preparing now for October, because like on October 5th here in New York, I'm not sure if it's a whole nationwide thing or if it's statewide, but people are, like in New York where I am, people are not paying rent, not paying mortgage, and this has been like almost a year now. You're aware of that?
Oh yes, and plus October 1st, that's the federal fiscal year, beginning of the new fiscal year. So I know a lot of stuff is going to change too, but that's been going on for a while. It's here too in Maryland, but
What was that last thing you said?
I said it's happening here in Maryland as well. It's happening everywhere, but I mean, the government's going to get their fair share as well. So I mean, we all have to protect ourselves. So it's not as if they're not benefiting from it. So
you mean from the what? From the foreclosures?
Well, from the closures from COVID altogether.
Yeah.
So it just stayed. I
Well,
mean,
well, where I'm getting at is that right when that cold weather. First off, I gotta say right off the back, up here in New York, we got fumigated because I'm very very sensitive to the chemtrails and such,
mhm,
because if you ever go through any kind of a detoxification progress, all of your channels, all of your fibers, all of your membranes in your body, they're all open.
mhm,
When you start dissolving and like doing like a Dr. Sebi or a Robert Kassar, like a detoxification protocol, and I've
yeah,
been doing it for years. So where I'm getting at is they fumigated us here. I was sick, and I usually am able to fight it off, but they fumigated us really really bad here for the past 2 weeks in Long Island, New York. So why did I bring that up? I have I can't remember why, but back to what I was saying about the foreclosure. Oh, yeah, when the cold weather starts kicking in, and if people start getting evicted and such, and plus the astrology is there's rebellion in the air in the astrology. I can go over that further in more detail, but people are talking about it, but quick. Uranus next year is going into Gemini. Every time Uranus goes into Gemini from Taurus, World War II happened when Uranus went into Gemini. I can show charts and stuff later on, but right now we'll focus on this. But Uranus goes into Gemini because I've been studying a lot of astrology, and then not only that, even the Revolutionary War. If I'm not mistaken, it was Uranus went into Gemini. Next is, a definitely good thing is Jupiter is finally going into Aries next year. Goes into one sign every year, so that's very beneficial for my natal chart. But generally speaking, there could be a lot of people kicked out of their houses and such, and then uh, there might be some friction. There might be some friction
mhm.
anyway.
No,
Um,
I'm into that as well. I'm into a lot of that. I'm into energies. Um, I've been fighting a decade long custody case and not understanding why. But now I finally figured, I got the answer last year. It's because of learning all this, and it was just coincidence. Um, and so it was just like, oh, all right. So I stumbled upon this, but it was like Pandora's box.
was this a
So
child custody case?
right, with my children, because my ex and I, we were divorced for like almost 10 years before the custody issue arose, and it was like, wow.
Were you
What,
were you
I'm
able
sorry.
to get your children back?
No, and he was able to escape within with 3 states, New York, New York, Maryland, Virginia. It's been going. So, but like I said, just finding out from this is just it wasn't between me and him. It was just the sister. But it was a lot of money and a lot of time without my kids. But but not like learning this is just a lifelong thing. It's not just, oh, that's in the custody issue or that's in one particular thing. It's applicable for our lives. But that's why I'm interested in it and want to, set something up for my kids too. So
Well,
I don't
are the children with CPS? Or are they with your husband?
know. They're still with my ex-husband. He's now in Northern Virginia, but he's trying to duck and dodge. So
That's a difficult situation you're in. So you basically your procedure, we can help you with that. Like
well, I hope so.
just from my understanding,
Mm.
basically what you would need to do is you would have to get their birth certificates and put them on a UCC1. Correct.
Yeah, that was my next step. Because I've already done, I did authenticated their birth certificates and everything. And I didn't put them into a trust yet. but they have been listed on my initial UCC one when I listed myself as a transmitting utility and all. Because like I said, I had all my trust numbers and estate numbers. I had their estate, I put, I got their estate numbers. I listed myself as their executor. That is the all caps estate. And the only thing I needed to do is list, do the UCC one for each individual, like Peter Lita said in his video, and transfer on the UCC 3 into the estate. Into the trust, the official trust. But like you, I was listening to USFL, but I wanted to study more on that side because, and also like PJ said, it's like everybody, is out here teaching how to set up a trust, but no one's really going into depth on how to administer the trust because it's a lifelong process. And I don't want to just start something and not, have a solid foundation of how to manage this, especially if I'm going to hand it off to my kids, because they're not like kids. These are like, my oldest just turned 18 last week, and my twins are just turned 16 a couple months ago.
Oh, so then, I mean, by the time like they'll be 18, they're gonna be free soon. So you're in good shape. I mean, do you see them?
Well, and that's the way I just started seeing my twins, but it's just so much involved with it because CPS was involved with the kids, with my ex. It's so much stuff going on with him. And it's, it's like, well, geez, and they've been trying to run away from him still. So I'm like, okay, but just because they're older doesn't mean I'm going to like stop, because I'm like right now, it's like, well, if I can finish this stuff, then I can have them come up with me without getting involved with the courts or without him, because he's still threatening to call the cops because basically they're his cash flow, I guess, let's put it that way, between child support, whatever he's getting from, I guess, the benefits or whatever. I don't know. It's just a messed up situation, and I don't want my kids in it.
I got you. Well, I mean, I have a friend of mine, and she's my ex-girlfriend's sister, and I assisted her in getting her. She had every single one of her kids taken away, and in CPS. 3 of them were together, 2 of them were in different. It was a mess. The county that we're in are absolute. I am gonna teach these people. I like this county right here. The offices aren't even open. They're only through mail. I am gonna tear these people a new asshole in this county now, especially with the attitude and with my alignments that are happening in my natal chart right now, because they've been closed for like over a year and a half. You could only do things through mail. So I want to get stuff recorded. I don't want to go to the next county over. So, this is a very, very, very corrupt town and county. It's called Brookhaven, Crookhaven. So,
what county, if you don't mind me asking, excuse me, what county is that? Because I have to deal with New York as well. Because he was up in Rochester for a couple of years, and that's Monroe County.
Yeah, well, the girl I'm referencing now, she had to leave the county. I actually told her, you need to leave the county. So she did. She took my advice. As soon as she got her kids, she went down, and then they gave her housing. She's in Rochester. She's in.
Are you serious?
Rochester. Yeah, yeah, Rochester.
Because that's where he was. He went up there, and yes, because I have to like, oh my God, I have sent things.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Oh, okay, because the girl, yes. Yeah. Oh my God, like it's a mess. I had to deal with CPS up there because of him. Like, because, oh my goodness, Johns Hopkins down here had called CPS on them so many times. And because, when he was living up there, he would come and get the kids, but of course he was abusing the kids. It's a mess. They are just as bad. Oh my God.
So anyway, I'm really sorry.
I'm glad she got her kids.
Oh, she got her kids, and they're kind of like my stepkids. I plan on, doing everything for them. They lived with me for a while because she was having some issues, and then since her sister was my girlfriend, They kind of stood with me, lived with me for a winter. It was nice. I've never had kids around. They were beautiful kids. And, I have some type of a connection with them. I can't stop thinking about them because they really they didn't deserve that. They're good, stable now. But when I establish my nation, and, like, I have a lot of plans. I'm establishing an Indian nation here, the Mastic Indian nation. I should say native, Mastic native, Mastic nation. It's a Native American nation here. And, I'm going to fund it and everything. We're going to do, like, plus I have a couple other projects, like, I know how to do this now. I have it all mapped out in my mind. The thing is, you want to be able to get yourself into a position where nobody could even come on your property. That's it.
Right.
You want to just post everything, public notice, right by the mailbox. You get it, record it or put it on public notice in the county, do it on the websites or on the paper, and do public notice right on your doorstep, like right on the street level with a video camera there. Say no trespassing and everything. So this way you become transparent and don't hide your intentions. Serve that the local county and your local town, like I should say, not the county, that you already did. Serve papers to your precinct, that local precinct. Let them know straight up. Look, don't even come near here. If I'm gonna share with you, if you have the time, like I'm gonna share with you I redid the legal notice and demand. Have you ever filed one of those?
No, I haven't, because when I started looking at this stuff last summer, I had stopped last summer because it had gotten into the tax-ish stuff. And I didn't want to go filing anything with the tax until I got a little, read into it a little. And so when I started up this winter, I did the, what was it, Sharon's 2-hour video.
Yeah.
And it was a little, Karen, okay. It was a little contradictory because her video said to leave the legal and demand notice out. And Peter, he did the complete thing. So I looked over it, but I never submitted it. So I went back. I was like, okay, I want to do everything he did, because obviously what he did worked.
Yes, right. Well,
right.
the thing is what I'm gonna share. So I'm gonna share a screen. What do you see right now, by the way? Oh, you see me, right?
I see you. Yeah. I don't know if you see me, because I don't know if I just
no, it's fine. You don't have to share your video. That's fine.
I don't care at this point. I really don't.
That's cool.
I don't mind.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to share something with you, because while we're on that subject, I'm going to share. Let me just find that notepad. That's not it. Give me one moment. That's not that. That's not that. It's a different, I got a different notepad somewhere over here that's got my notes. Yeah, this is it. All right. I'm going to share something with you right now, because this is what I'm going to share. Basically, that the video, and let me share screen so this way I can show you what I'm talking about. Share. Okay. So basically, this is the main file, right? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So now if we go to PJP, and then let me just see here. This is it, right? Or
yeah.
This is it, right? Okay.
Yeah, that one.
I'm not, let me just open it up here, make sure this is it.
Yeah, because she did that. And I followed along. I was like, okay. So that's why I didn't feel comfortable doing the sending out the Treasury pack.
Okay, I'm gonna go over something with you right now. This is slow. I have this downloaded, but this is the video for anybody else. Download it. Let me just go back, because I have it local. So what I'm gonna just show you, we just did this. Give me one moment. I'm going to a different screen here. The Zoom slows everything up.
Yeah. Cause I seen you put together the Excel spreadsheet of all the videos in order.
Yeah, you that's good. You utilize that.
Not yet, because I was just like,
No, in other
well,
words, it gave you a like an overview. That's exactly what
right. And
the
I was just like,
intention.
oh my God. I'm like, because
It
I
was
was
all
watching
backwards. I was watching videos backwards. It's like
me
one video they
too.
talk. One video I was watching this video, and the next one he's talking about Bentleys. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, because I started with the military classes and I'm like, wait a minute.
It's going backwards, right? Yeah, the
Right. And I'm
military.
like, let me not do that.
Yep. All right. So, give me one moment.
And I'm so afraid of missing stuff. And like the other people I was like studying with, they're, picking and choosing what they're doing. And I'm like, I'd rather just do everything. And, that's a surefire way that I have everything covered. I'm not just in it just for like,
Got it. No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right because I got a gem for you right now. I got a gem for you, man. So look, this right here. This is the video. This is. Oops, I got it on.
Some of the post offices are being kind of nasty about the suite numbers, so
Give
you
me
may
one
want to add the street address of your post office. And then just put suite number, whatever, instead of PO box. That might make them happier. I have actually
Okay.
received two
So
letters.
basically, this video is on the master drive, right? I would download it and look and watch my video on how to download the VLC media player. This thing
Okay.
helps a lot for anybody who watches this in the future, because I'm going to share this. I'm recording this now. I mentioned to you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So now this is the video, secure party credit instructions by Karen. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
I have a video in my file JPL, right, where it shows you how to download this. I mean, you could use whatever player, but it's pretty helpful because look, did you just see that tool I had? I have an interactive zoom where you could zoom in. Sometimes I can't see something really good on the video, and you could zoom into an area.
Oh,
See?
okay. Thanks. Yeah, because I didn't know how to work all the tools that it had, to be quite honest, especially when I'm on Chrome.
Okay, got you. All right, and then look how quickly this thing loads. So basically, what this PJ might have done this, but he found out that all of this doesn't have to get done all at once. So now I'm going to share another video, which is, let me see, okay, let me find it quick, because he basically tells us that this is the wrong notepad. I'll be right back. Where is, I gotta turn my lights on. And this is it. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. There it is. Right here. So basically, I went over this. I'm gonna do it right now, and I'm gonna include it in there. I'll show you where he says it, but I'm gonna make a word right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a word document. UCC1. Next line. Cover letter. Next line. Security agreement. Next line. Common law copyright. Next line. BC bond order. Next line. Indemnity bond. Next line. Hold harmless indemnity agreement. Next line. Power of attorney. next line, 1040V, next line, 1040ES, next line. That's your first pack.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna show you where he says this, by the way. Oops,
The alarm. Sorry, it's the alarm, the house alarm.
what's the problem?
Okay, who set off the alarm? I don't know. I'm sorry, it's my aunt's house, so
Yeah, no, it's all good.
she'll figure it out. But I mean, okay, so now I haven't done any of my bonds. Like, I mean, I've like written them up, but I haven't,
Yeah.
of course, sent them out anywhere.
Yeah, which bonds are you talking about?
Okay, so the BC bond order, of
I
course,
haven't-
I have that, but I haven't like, sent it anywhere, of course.
Yeah, I haven't either, so it's perfect.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
work together.
All
right.
right. And so you know how we like, the one bond needed two like sureties?
Yeah, I asked what's his name? Robert?
Yeah.
I asked
Radiant
Robert
Clone, yeah.
from Radiant Clone. He says you don't even need them. So
Okay, because
go ahead.
we can be our own surety. Okay.
That's exactly what he said. So, but I'm gonna get witnesses, like a couple witnesses down at the witnesses down at, what do you call it, at UPS.
Okay, that's fine with me.
No
Because
address.
right. Now let me ask, for your address, did you use the post office or did you use a UPS address? I'm about to switch mine to UPS from USPS.
I wouldn't do that. How let me I'll come back to this, but let me get yours so I can see myself.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. What is going on? Oh, okay. All right. So all right. Let me shut these lights off. They're bothering me. Okay. So let me show how I am blessed, because my post office, this guy is gung ho. I love this. Like my postmaster, I'm probably the luckiest guy. If the county clerk is as helpful as this guy, I'm golden. Because this guy, I went in there, he took me to the back room. And look, bust this shit. This boy gave me a whole brand new unopened.
Oh my God.
You know how many people I'm gonna sue with this shit? Like how many court cases I have? I have one court case. They took my dog and my truck for about like 1.4, maybe 1.4 billion. Like I'm really gonna sue their pants off these people, and that's it. Like within what?
It's so hard to get those registrations.
Yeah.
Like I have to go to like 3 post offices.
I can give you whatever you need if you want. Like I send you, it's just that I have them in
Oh Lord. Yes.
I recorded
I have a
it.
pack, I will.
What?
Some, I have a few. I don't have a roll. I do not have a roll.
When
I have a few.
Yo, you know how many are in here? Like freaking 600 or more. Like I like this thing is like, oh my God. When I was like on cloud 9, I went in there, I told them I'm operating my estate. I have some videos. I mean, I could share them down the line, but I told them, I'm operating my estate because I made my intentions clear to him. I mailed this thing right here just as a test. I did it the other day. I'm gonna share this because I want to share it. How much time do you have today?
As much as you want to use. I mean, I'm just sitting here trying to
we'll just go
take it all in. I'm thankful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you got it. No problem. We could this way we could build and support, one another, and it's not only helpful to you, it's helpful to me because I'm a hermit. I'm like a hermit. And even to have, yeah, I'm serious. Because doing all this paperwork, everybody's a distraction.
Yes.
Every,
Yes.
there's so many distractions. If it ain't one thing, it's another. So I cut out I cut out people out of my life for the past 10 years, but now I pretty much cut out everything. Like I'm cutting out, everything. Let me share something with you. I want to share this with you that I just mailed. Because I was pretty impressed about it. All right.
Oh, wow.
I just mailed this thing and it came back. I put my I sent my private security agreement and to get it registered. To register it, I mailed it to myself with no stamp. This stamp is my seal. It's not like they use this for postage. You know what I mean? So basically, this was just an experiment. I sent it, but I only sent the first page, but I might send the entire document. So registered mail number, return receipt. This is all from PJ. I got this from PJ's video. I'll tell you right now where
I wanted to try that, but I was going to do the 2-cent stamp just to see if it would actually get mailed to me.
No, you don't need no stamp. No stamp.
You don't?
No, this is all you got to write. You write this right here. I'll show you. Let me rotate.
Yes, please. Can I take a screenshot? I'm not even sure if I can take a.
It's
oh, you're doing the Postage Union, the UPU.
Yeah, Universal or United.
Yeah,
Postal.
Universal. Yeah. Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Yeah, let me find out. I've been wanting to know. So give me one moment. Let me find out.
Oh my God. See you, but you're using that international stuff. Oh, okay. I was doing the one from the USPS. I wanted to try that one. Oh, okay. Wow. Thank you so much.
Universal Postal Union.
Yes.
All right. So let me X out of this. So, right, postage paid, and I'm going to show you exactly where I got this from. Postage paid.
Let me write this down.
The whole document is in my file. You got this file.
I did not see this one before.
Yeah, I think I did. I mean,
I haven't finished going through your files yet. Now I only had the original filing, and I didn't even finish going through the stuff I had gotten from Radiant Clone.
Well, now with this, so this here, if it's not in there, I'll include it. It's just this was an experiment.
Okay.
In other words, it's not like I technically it is recorded. So I just did this as an experiment, but this is wrong because this is when you do in my interpretation, when you do your first private security agreement, it's got to be the straw man, all caps debtor to the creditor, not the 98. This one here, I made it like in my 98, like almost like like the international foreign. This is the wrong address. I just did it as an experiment. I was inspired to do it. So this should be your last name, first name, and then suite. So those are all the things you got to clear up with your you could do UPS. I got one too. You could do UPS. It's just you're gonna have to go to the post office to do register mail. How but like you would want to talk to the postmaster and be pray that he is helpful. Say pray that he is helpful, meditate on it, and then go down there. Hey, you could actually go in. I'd like to make an appointment. That's how I did it. I don't want to just bust in there and say, hey, can I speak to the postmaster? That's what I did. I went in and, hey, I want to speak to the postmaster. Oh, hi. No problem. I would like to make an appointment. I am the owner or user of box 505, and I wanted to discuss my intentions and plans for the near and long-term future, and then he's like, Both every time I went in there, he's like, "Can we do it now?" You know, they were like, he's like really upbeat. But
Oh,
if you,
wow. Okay.
yeah, so otherwise you make an appointment, you know, don't go right before lunch, you know, don't make it like, don't go right before lunch, go either at like 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Cause you know,
Okay.
because you don't want to get them irritated or anything,
Right.
just in case they're uppity and they're like snobby or something. If not, change it, go to the next post office. If they are, first you gotta you gotta find out if that is the permanent. If that's the permanent, you find out if that's the permanent postmaster. If it's the permanent postmaster, you know, honestly, if you want, you could do, if you're having trouble with that, you could do one at my post office. Since, you know what I'm saying? Since it's like, if I'll help you, you know what I mean? I can, if you want, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks. I mean, yeah, because it's like, because I don't know, because I was like, well, because every time I go in there with questions, of course they act like they don't know, but so I'm like, all right, so I'm like, should I do UPS? But I mean, but I'm gonna have to go to the post office anyway, so I don't mind using a post office. It's just I want to make sure that I get my stuff correctly.
Exactly. You want to make sure you get your mail. So you want to clear it with them. This is what I did. I went in there and I showed them 3 different addresses on how I'm gonna receive mail. I could find them, but basically I showed them like the one here, you know, I showed them that one already came. So we already know that I'm getting mail with this. One moment. So we already know I'm getting mail like this. And I had 2 or 3 different variations. But if this came, you know it's good.
Right.
You know? So
wow.
Technically I didn't, wait, let me see, let me think. I did not get this back because this is addressed to this. So I got this P.O. Box 505 Mastic Beach, but I'm already getting a mail from saying Jeton Lita, right? And the address. Let me show you. I'll share that. Let me think. Oh, I got that right here. One moment.
Now, the weird thing is I get mail to the post office with estate and trust already on addressed to the estate and trust, in addition to just the regular all caps name. But see, I've never tried it, like stuff from estate.
Did you, when you say estate and trust, did you, you got the what, the EIN number or who's?
Yeah, the EIN number, then stuff from Maryland themselves comes from, it'll say Sheila Elizabeth Tatum Estate.
Where is it coming from?
Oh, like I did like a donation or something. Just like, yeah, just like official stuff, nothing like, you know, like a magazine or anything like that, because that's what I'm using it for. I haven't changed anything over. I mean, yet I don't really get mail, period.
Have you done any 1099s yet?
I've done one 1099, one set of 1099s. I did that last summer because I had to do the IRS stuff for the 1099 is IRS. I had to do the investigation stuff for the child support. I did one set and I have gotten one response back from IRS. Like when you do the whistleblower stuff.
I haven't done any of that. I have no experience. I've just researched what they were talking about. But since when something kind of doesn't apply to me, some of the stuff doesn't even get processed in my mind. You know what I mean? But because it don't apply to me at this moment, I'm basically like, for me, it's already done. But this was 4 years ago. I had a dog and they took my dog. I had like probably like 3 or 4 standoffs with like 40, 50 cops. So they took my dog. I never got him back. And that's what I'm suing for the 1.4 billion. But I mean, I'll talk about that. Anyway, what time is it? 7:51. So we're 50 minutes. This is another way. See, I use this. I've gotten this back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually,
well,
I didn't go over that. Suite 505, Mastic Beach, New York. Same thing. you have this, you're gonna have the video, you could just copy, the video is gonna be inside of that folder, the JPL folder, or the
Okay.
folder of the videos is gonna be there. So you could just, copy it, write it down, copy it, done. So now the next thing I wanna talk about, so this is already archived because you'll have it on the video. Next is, I gotta minimize these because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we got this right here. I'm gonna show you where PJ talks about this right here. And then
Okay.
what's next? What's next? Which is then you do copyright, trademark, next line, Library of Congress certificate. All right, copyright, trademark from the library. I've done this before, but not for my personal name. I've done a copyright and trademark. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, this is what PJ is saying now for anybody. Starting, just get this stuff done right here, and that's it.
So
That's
do
it.
I need to do an addendum? I guess I will, right?
Well,
Since I'm gonna do for, okay, for a
an
new
addendum.
security agreement?
Well, for the UCC one, an addendum is basically any, it's a UCC3 amendment you're talking about, right? Or
Right,
addendum?
I'm gonna ask the right question, I'm sorry.
No,
So
no,
do I need to do a new security agreement?
well, you're gonna have to show me yours, maybe,
Yeah, I don't mind.
yeah, so, I mean, that would be easier for like, we could like do that. That would be like involved. We could do that
Yeah.
either privately, because it's gonna have your information on there. We could do a non-recorded, Zoom. I'll look at it and find out. But basically, let me show you now where
Okay.
it talks about this. Okay, so give me one moment. I think I had it open.
Sorry,
No problem. Don't be sorry about nothing.
because I want to go ahead and at least get my kids on their UCC ones and stuff like that. Their own UCC ones, I should say.
I would focus. I mean, I know what you're doing. The kids are gonna be 18 soon. I would focus like on getting your stuff done. Get your stuff done, but oops, you know what your your situation. And because what I'm getting at with that list I just showed you, you could basically start buying stuff and doing 1099s, and then doing with that list I said there. Basically, you could start, like I'm planning on, as soon as I get that pack out and I get my green card back, I already ordered a 2022 Cadillac Escalade. I'm gonna buy a yacht. I'm gonna buy.
Holy shit! Well, I want to get a house. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm getting a house too. I have a
Okay.
45 acres estate in Montauk. I want to buy, but you probably can do the 1099s without doing the pack, but I
Well,
want
no.
to.
I want to I want to get this first pack done.
Let's do it. Let's
All
get this
right.
first pack done, because that's important. So, and I'm working on it too. Mine is going to be ready in 2 weeks. So let me show you. Look, if you can see my screen, you can see
I
my screen,
can.
right? Okay. See the video over here? It's 31 PJ Pedo lead. Oh wait, it's not 31 on the master drive. It's PJ Pedo leader class on June. This is the last video before he went incognito, and so that was a year and 2 months ago. So this was the last video he made. He spills the beans. Have you watched this video yet?
No, I haven't watched the whole one.
I watched it 4 times already.
Jesus.
This
Is this
video,
the one he did in July 2019?
nope, this is the one he did in June 7th, 2020.
Shit, I have watched a little bit of that one.
Okay, so let me show you where you find this.
Okay. Thank you.
In here, I'm in
Oh,
masterclass folder, PJP, videos numbered. And the
mhm.
last video right here,
Okay.
it's not numbered. This video happened before. This video happened after. It's
Okay.
back right here. This
Okay.
is,
So recruitment comes before the
well, yeah, all on this, all you gotta do is go here and go to my reference list,
Okay, I'll
videos
go.
published date, and you can find that out. Because I
Okay.
went, I'm putting in
Yeah.
the work. Like, you
Yeah, I
go
saw you
here,
did it. I was like, holy shit, I need to get that, print that out.
print that out. I have one here, one on my bed, because sometimes I watch now, I don't watch no videos on my bed because it's warm. But in the winter when it's cold and the house is cold, I watch videos, when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I'll watch a video, to sleep with some little lights and stuff, and then on my tablet. But see, this is it here. Recruitment 706, 709, 77, and then Pedo Leader 6/7/2020. It tells you the date. All right. And
Okay.
that's in my JPL Google Drive, in the masterclass folder. So let me go here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm going to go to the 47-minute mark.
First name, put the registered mail number on. Okay, and that's your treasury pack. It's simple. I didn't overdo it. That'll get your green card back. Okay, so UCC1. Now, remember that we created that all these numbers on the legal notice of demand.
Let's watch a few minutes of this if you got the time.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Deputy Bond,
No, I went too much.
well, whatever title you're falling under. An R or a 1040 until you've liquid. But for now, don't just leave confused. Put your social in here. After you've liquidated 966, your 98 number goes in there. But whatever you purchased, the item for this instance is going to be 100 million. Voucher. And just find the date, pack is simple. I didn't overdo it. And then send it in. Okay, and that's your treasury pack. It's simple. I didn't overdo it. That will get your green card back. Okay, and that will get you your first two steps to be protected. The last two steps is getting that copyright and trademark from the United States Library of Congress. Now, let me see if I can pull the websites up. It's real easy.
That's what I was just telling you about in here. Remember here?
Yeah,
That's
you said the copyright gotta go to Library of Congress.
that's after you do this. It's
Oh,
two things. It's two different websites. I did it a couple of years ago, but like a long time ago, like maybe 10 years ago for my roofing company.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do it myself. It was my lawyer who did it, but I am familiar, and I dug up the file. So anyway, I mean, I'll give it another minute here. You got to go through this area in this video right around here if you want to get it from like the horse's mouth to like here. Like he exactly says what I just said here. This is it. I'm gonna just do my legal notice and demand, and I think I can go for like maybe another like 15-20 minutes, half hour max. But I wanted to, so I'm gonna include this document too inside of my folder. I'm gonna name it. Let me name it right now.
Where does the legal notice and demand go?
That is a very important document. This is the one where you're gonna have with you, and you gotta know it you gotta know a lot of information on there. for when you get pulled over.
Mhm.
This is what's gonna have them back fuck off. You know, when
Okay.
if you're driving and stuff, and when they start getting all crazy, you know, I'm kind of like, I have a very, very big issue with police violating me, you know,
Yeah.
my rights and stuff. So I'll save this, I'll include it in my documents. Let me show you, I got something, you're gonna like this a lot.
Okay. Thank
Here, let me show you what I'm working on right now. I'm on a different screen, look, getting the file.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
Full house now. Oh my God. I'm just gonna go home. Sorry about that. I lift. I mean, I can walk down the street, but so sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem, I'm back. Okay, so now, this is the legal notice and demand, right? You know, I've already, this is the first draft on here. It's it says 95% complete.
Okay.
Give me one moment.
See, I just don't want to mess this up. That's why I just want to make sure it's like I understand it before I start sending this out.
Here, you see over here where it says legal notice and demand reconstructed 95% complete. So I'm not
Yes.
finished with it, but I'm gonna upload a new one soon. But I'm gonna show you what it's gonna have. So basically, this is the legal notice and demand. This is the legal notice and demand. If you read through it, you have to know what this document is. This document I've read, you know, I haven't read through it like recently because I'm working on it. So, but at the end, I'm gonna read through a whole document again. But I've read through a lot of it. But the important part is this area here, which is billing costs assessed with levies and liens. Basically, this is what you're gonna use to kind of have the police, you're gonna be billing them for violating and trespassing on your rights.
And that's where that fee schedule comes in.
There, I don't even have a fee schedule because there's people that don't use that. They use this as the fee schedule.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, I thought you had to use a separate fee schedule.
No, this is going to be a lawful document, you know, like a legal lawful document, and it's going to basically cover everything. I'm not using those $50,000 numbers. Look at this right here.
I see you got $1 billion. Okay.
I got 100
Millions, I'm
million
sorry.
right here. I'm going to show you. I mean, I'm not there. I'm really going to tell them there's another area here, which I'm going to show you. It's freaking 10 to the 8th power, you know, which is like $1 billion. Let me show you right here. This right here is, there ain't nobody that ever built something like this. I worked on this thing for a week. So basically, my legal notice and demand is, it's gonna focus on two different areas, but really 3 or 4 different areas. The main subject, this whole thing is gonna be inside of that document. But the first thing is, don't mess with me when I'm traveling or I'm migrating. If my tribe is migrating, you know, traveling, migrating, or I have it over here somewhere. Give me one moment. I forgot where it is right now, but it says, you know, traveling or migrating, obstruction of failure, disrespect. Where is that? There's this little part I want to show you about the convoy. Where is that? It's gotta be down here then.
Mm.
I want to show you one particular part is real nice. I guess I can't find it right. I hope I didn't lose that. Anyway, it basically says, I'll find it. I just can't find it. It says something like violation of liberty, right to travel freely without a lawful, correct, and complete Fourth Amendment warrant. And it says something like violating traveling, migrating. No, it's disrespect right here. Oh, here it is. Disrespect by officer or agent of the law towards a member of our caravan, convoy, fleet, and or migration.
Mm-hmm.
Can you understand what that means?
Yep. Anybody that's a member of your party.
Exactly. That's my girl. Yep. Right there. Caravan is when you're driving. Convoy is when you got a convoy. You got a whole caravan when you're migrating, when you have like 10, 20 cars and you're going down south for the winter or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fleet
goodness.
is for when you're in your boats. When you're in your boats and you're going to the Caribbean, you know, from like Maryland. You know what I'm saying? You're going from Maryland and you got like 20 yachts and everybody's going. So, you know, if the Coast Guard, by the way, the Coast Guard I found out works for us. When you're on the water, actually not only when you're on the water, when you're on the ground. I found out that the Coast Guard is gonna kind of be a friend. Like if you would kind of want the police to back down, you're like, no, don't have me call the Coast Guard on you. He's gonna be like, what? The Coast Guard?
The Coast Guard, right?
Yeah, it's all maritime. They are the ones that are obligated to defend your vessel.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
this is so twisted. How they get all this stuff twisted
it's
up?
so twisted. Have you listened to any of the Patrick Devine stuff?
Not yet. I've only listened to what was on YouTube. I haven't listened to anything that was like on the separate like recordings.
No, everything that's on YouTube, all of like the past 30 new videos are all is the guy with that cranky accent, like. Yes.
Oh goodness. One of his videos when he was yelling at the lady and he was talking about the Book of Ruth.
Yeah. He's I love that guy. He passed on. I found out very recently.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
2 weeks ago, I found this out. I did not know. I thought he was still alive. You know, just you know, while we're on that note, let me just show you a website of his that I just came across quick. This is his website. This is a website with all his information. Patrick Devine. That's not it. This is a new Hummer I'm gonna buy.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, if you want one, because you have to order it. They haven't come out yet. They haven't hit the street yet. You could buy it with a 1099, and like we could. I'm gonna buy 4 of them because two of them. Yeah,
just peace and quiet.
What?
I said I just want my kids in the house and peace and quiet.
No, I follow you, but you know, I'm just.
No, I know. I'm just saying, considering everything that's been going on, and just to be left alone for a bit.
Don't tell me that I did not bookmark this. He's got a.
I had come across it, but somebody else had, of course, naturally took it over because he, you know, has.
Here it is. Just so that anybody wants, we the people shareholders.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the only reason I'm mentioning it is because if you go in here, it's free. There's no, like, you could become a member, but they don't charge you. The reason why I'm saying is when I'm not on Zoom, these files, they open up lightning, like really quick. So if you want to like just browse through stuff, because that Google Drive is slow when you're on that master file, and I'm sure it has a lot of stuff that's on there here. I just thought it was interesting. I thought I'd share. All right, let me go back to this, and then that's it. Cause I gotta feed my cats, but I'm gonna read this quick. I gotta feed my cats and I gotta start cooking and eating. And then, I mean, next time, you know, we could stay on longer. And then, you know, right now, as it stands, is what the same meeting ID that you had for this one is the same one for next Sunday.
Okay,
You know?
I'll be on next time. You mind if I email you this week, just to set up a time when we can talk about the things I've, just go over a
Anytime.
couple of things. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and then if because certain people they cannot do anything on weekends. Certain people can't do anything weekdays. But I'm thinking, is that I could do something on the weekdays too, on like Wednesday, because it'd be like midweek, like Wednesday night, same time, like 7 o'clock, maybe 6.
Okay.
So yeah, you could email me anytime. You can email me
Thank
anytime.
you.
You got
I
it.
appreciate it.
I'm so proud of myself. I haven't finished, but can I read through? I'm gonna read
Oh,
through.
sure. I'll listen. This is great.
Let me just take a sip of water, because it gets me pumped. It gets me pumped. I spent a week on this. Not a week, but like 4 days. Just
That's
on
so long.
Not all day, but as soon as I wake up in the morning, while I'm still like half dreaming, that's when I get all my intuition and my inspiration. So I get it from the ether, like I get it from like pretty much God. I'm on a mission from God.
That's it. That's great. Shit.
Okay.
Take
So
it as
now,
a blessing.
yes. So basically, I made one entire section. So this way, because you're gonna have to start memorizing. You don't have to. You just have to have this document on you whenever you're driving, or whenever you leave the house. This should be on you. And then you got to know your way around it. You basically got to jump right to this right here. If you're traveling, if somebody comes up to your house, it's the other. I made a section for when you're traveling or migrating, and I made a section, complete section. Yeah, I'm gonna test myself right now. I'm gonna test myself. Give me one second. Let me take a sip of coffee. So, and then I made another section here when they come to your door, they come to your house. So section 14, all the verbiage is basically of if somebody comes knocking on your door or at your front, at your gate, like on your property. So this section 14 is regarding, while you're on your estate, grounds, reservation, Indian reservation or trust property. And this I didn't work on too. I worked on it. I just didn't add the amounts.
Wow.
This one
This really is expensive. Shit.
Oh yeah. And so this area I started adding like obstruction of official business. Oh, look, this I made up. Obstruction of official business in matters of national security, because you're the official, and you are the nation. Imagine nation. It's your nation. It's your national security we're talking about on this document. It's not United States. It's your nation. For me, it would be my estate, or my nation state, whatever it is. But it is a matter of national security. If a cop pulls me over right away, I'm like, first thing is I'm gonna have, if you're interested, you could do it too. I'm gonna have a ticket book to write them out a ticket. As soon as they pull me over, I have my ticket book right out. My ticket book, and then I'm gonna ask them, do you have a Fourth Amendment search warrant? And he's gonna be like, no. And I'm like, all right, I have made it clear to your boss. You got to know their boss. If you're in one county where you got to know where your precinct is. I don't know if you have trouble with police, but I have trouble with police. I don't like them pulling me over. I don't like them coming near me. So when I have to go down to my precinct and look at everybody there and ask for them, they start shitting in their pants, and the captain or whatever they are called, the captain doesn't even come out. So I'm gonna serve him with this document. I'm gonna serve him registered mail, and I'm gonna serve him with a process server. Like one of those guys that they come to your house and they say, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah.
This person. So now, and so when the cop pulls me over, do you have a Fourth Amendment search warrant? Because you're violating my right to my Fourth Amendment right to, it's actually Fifth Amendment, I believe, or Fourth Amendment, a right to travel freely. And he's gonna say, no, okay, don't move. Keep your hands where I can see them. That's exactly how I talk to them now. And for many years, I talked to them like that. As I've even asked the whole fleet of them that I demand you to surrender your firearms to me voluntarily.
What?
And they start laughing, but do not like, always keep your hands where they can see them, because so that, so they know that you're not violent. You could verbally raise your voice and stuff, but do not like have everything really nearby. And if you're gonna go for something down below, make sure that you say, I'm going for a notepad, I'm going for my pen. You know what I mean? Because you have to be very, very aware and conscientious of what you're doing when you're pulled over with numerous police there. So now, and then, so I'm gonna have my tickets. I'm gonna serve them. I'm gonna give them a ticket right there, a violation. I'm gonna have a ticket book, and what are the ticket books gonna have? They're gonna have these violations. Section 13, just like they do to you. Section 13, part 3, that's it. Section 13, part 3. Okay, so off the back, as soon as he says that, all right, don't move. Keep your hands where I can see them. I'm gonna write you out of a violation. Next, could you please shut off your sirens and flashing lights? They were like, no. Assault and battery on the living man and or womb man's. You notice how I wrote that? That's how it's written. Womb man.
Okay.
Yeah, a womb, a woman she's the one who carries the womb of creation. So a womb man's eardrum or optical retinas. So they're basically harming and damaging my eardrums and optical retinas with harmful, torturous weapons, the sirens and the flashing lights. I hate those sirens. I hate those flashing lights. Anyway, so then I add that. I'm giving him a ticket. By this time, either he says, have a nice day, where my cars are all gonna have cameras in the front and cameras in the back and cameras to the side. My Cadillac Escalade, it's fully loaded. That's why I had to get it ordered, because I wanted it fully loaded, $123,000. So it already is built in with cameras. It has a front camera and a back camera built in. Anyway, yes. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna skip through these. I'm gonna get to the juicy stuff. So this is all, you can look through that. It's recorded. You'll see it. But this is the one when they come to your house. It's gonna have all the numbers. It's not complete, but I had to spill the beans. This is for livestock, but here, these I have completed here. This one's complete. It's basically, for me, it's very important for me, nobody to touch my dog or my horse, because I'm gonna be traveling on horseback with all my bulls, with my tribes people, like, because I'm establishing a Native American indigenous tribe here. I have already one, but I want to have my own. I want to have my own with my own tribes people. I'm gonna have the 12, the whole 12 elders, the 12 trustees. They're gonna, everything goes through them. Everything goes through my tribe's elders. So I'm gonna be basically finding elders to So when I'm not there, they're gonna be the trustees. So
Mm.
temporarily, I'm gonna be the chief. I'm gonna be the chief, but I don't necessarily want to be the chief. I'm just the executor, the what's the word? The um grantor. I'm the grantor. It's gonna have a 98 number. It's gonna have everything. I'm the grantor, executor, chief, sorcerer, magistar. That's it. I'm gonna be all those temporarily. So this is for livestock, 100 million. Law
Oh,
for
that's
you.
interesting. I'm interested in that.
Look. Oh, U.S. silver dollars per occurrence, per day, per creature.
What?
Of course. You're gonna mess with my chickens? No way.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
My chicken lays the I got the goose that lays the golden egg, baby. They can't mess with my livestock. No way.
Not
then-
just the whole thing is like in general, like you have your property, you have your 45 acres, you say you're getting, but to even like secure it that way. Cause I was actually looking into like farming, but I didn't think about protecting it that way at all. Separately.
You live rural or like urban? You live like in a city, or do you live in a house that has like a property?
Well, I'm in an apartment for right now, but I was wanting to move into my own little land. But I'm actually into like the whole like rural type life type thing. But it's not
Okay.
so city urban like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't think about this type of entity, separate entity at all.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna do the same thing well, this is on my legal notice and demand, which is which is my name. But you could do numerous ones of this. Wait,
Wow.
why do I hear echo? Okay. You could do numerous ones of this. Like you could do one, you might have to change the verbiage, but it's you could do one for your nation, for your foundation. You just think of anything you want. Like for example, me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have two companies, two foundations. One is called the Community Development Foundation, and the other one is called the Tomorrowland Foundation. And basically,
I'm sorry, I have a question. But isn't everything under your all caps name though?
no.
No, they're separate from that. I mean, as a private person, your foundations are going to be under your private name. They're private foundations, right?
You could be whoever you want at any time you want, wherever you want, however long you want. You could switch hats. I'm basically four people rolled up into one. Right? Five, actually. It's five. I'll show you right now.
Because that's why I wanted to make sure everything is clear. Because you're not owning anything. It's always better to control, never own. We can't own the government issue all caps.
You're gonna own
We
it.
can control it.
You're gonna own it too, but it depends on what level you are referring yourself to. I'll show you right now. Like
True, the monopoly board.
Yeah, let me get off this. But like I said, this is for your legal, your I'm gonna change because I read through this and this is supposed to be the creditor name, upper, lower, like last name, first name. I decided to do that. You could do it like this too, but it says Freeman. So that's not the Freeman right there. That's the all caps debtor. I'm going to change this. I haven't changed it because I haven't finalized the document, but it's basically going to be last name, first name, or, it's going to be in purple or red or blue, but I'm going to use purple and it's going to be last name, first name, or upper, lower, first name, last. I haven't decided yet, but I think I'm going to do upper, lower, first name, last name in purple. All right. And
you said this is the most important one that gets filed into, like, this is the one Peter was talking about getting filed into the federal case, right?
I never heard him. He talked about this once, He said,
Right.
basically, he says like something like, I never worked, I never did it. And then later on, he said he did it because I saw it. But when the other people that I worked with, this is critical. And it's always meant a lot to me, this document, because you can make it, cater it to yourself. You basically, I'm going to continue here.
I definitely, yes, please, because I definitely got to study this then.
Right
'Cause,
here, look, man, if you read through this right here, look, I'm going to read it.
mm,
Theft, you can't touch my shit. Look, theft and harm of livestock. Man, I'm even gonna skip. Let me go through the heirloom, the thoroughbreds, because all my animals are thoroughbreds. Look, 10 to the ninth power billion. All right, I'm leaving it just like this. Theft and harm of thoroughbred or endangered species trust property, deprivation, confiscation, seizure of, endangering the welfare of safety, security, violent and brutal handling of, antagonize, aggravate, irritate, offend, provoke, neuter. Don't even laugh at my dog. Don't even get, just back the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? My horse and I are coming through, because I'm going to be going everywhere on my thoroughbred horses. You know what I mean? I'm going to be bull riding out this in my reservation. They can't castrate, euthanize, perform surgery on, inject, alter DNA, poison of feed, contamination of habitat, contamination of environment, destruction of, loss of. They can't lose it. If they take it from me, you better be careful you don't lose it. Lose any loss of any and all thoroughbred and endangered species. I'm going to have a zoo. My property is going to be a zoo. I'm going to have cheetahs, cougars, whatever I want. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I'm living. Like, that's how I feel. And I was born for this. I was born for this.
I feel you. I like it.
Yeah, endangered species trust property, including but not limited to, because what it is they are thoroughbred endangered species trust property at the end, including but not limited to pets, companions, mascots, mammals, reptiles, birds, insectoids, arachnoids. That's spiders. You need spiders on your property. Horses, cattle, chicken, ducks, swans, hogs, pigs, canines, felines, dogs. I said dogs twice. No, dogs, cats, birds, snakes, lizards, fish, dolphins, sea mammals, all aquatic life form. Whether by poison, you cannot endanger my thoroughbreds, my livestock property. You cannot endanger them by use of gas. Oh no. Whether by poison or harmful contamination of, sprayed by aircraft and or by aircraft and or vessel. That means basically they can't spray my property. They can't spray, when they come and they try and force you out of the car because they got to spray you with something at the car, or they can't come on your property, or the chemtrails, aircraft, they can't, down the line when we get it, but the aircraft, the ones that are doing the chemtrails, that's not even human. I found out that it's the AI doing that. And that's a long video, but I'll do it one day. Give me 1 second.
You can secure your airspace though?
No, not right now. You could secure your airspace when you get your island, when you get your private island.
That's what I want, my own private island.
I have 200 miles, almost 200 miles of pristine strip of beachfront property in the Caribbean, in Colombia, that I'm going to develop the whole thing.
Wow.
I'm going to develop the whole thing. That's on my vision board. So I already
you do vision boards. I love it.
Yeah, I'm going to make a website. I'm going to make a website called Vision Board, or, something to that effect.com. As soon as I get, finish this pack, I'm going to have, in a year, I'm going to have 100 people surrounding me, 100 staff. In 2 years, to 2 to 5 years, I'm going to have 1,000 staff. Like I've ran, companies before. I've ran major companies. I've had staff of up to 10 people in office and 30 people out in the field. So I have 35 years experience operating a roofing and construction company. All I got to do is switch it, change it to what I'm doing now. But I have hundreds of people, companies that I've helped develop that are roofing and construction companies, that are ready to go.
That's awesome.
Like, because what we're gonna do is, first thing, for anybody it's inside this group, let me show you right here. Oh, give me 1 minute. I'm getting lit right now, talking like I'm getting lightheaded from being so lit. Because I'm speaking, from the heart, like very, very passionately. I just want to show you this quick. Come on, this thing is so slow when you're on. Basically, these 120 people here, I'll make a public announcement right now that I have the ability and capability of building a biodome right over your house, because the chemtrails are very, very harmful to your growth. So you basically, in my opinion, in my universe, in my reality, the first thing I'm doing, I already have it planned out. I have the crews all ready. Is the first 1099 I'm doing is for a contract for my a company that I'm gonna hire, which happen to be related to me. They're gonna build a biodome over my house, a glass dome, a glass house, like a greenhouse, right over my house. So this way you have eternal summer. It's always spring in your house. You don't have to be cold, and we can do that nationwide, probably, even international, to anybody that listens to this. You guys have my email. You could just search for it in my JPL file inside of the master folder class. Contact me. This is serious business. The guys are ready to go. It'd be easier, like, in the New York area, but they can definitely handle anything nationwide. But we would use subcontractors and just supervise. But here locally, we can, maybe even in the East, like the Northeast, it would be a little easier, to do this. Grow your own food. Once you're inside of a dome, nobody can mess with you. You have all your documents posted as a public notice on the outside of your front door of your entrance, and with a video camera, so anybody comes by, you already see who they are, and then you send them a bill. Just like you're going to write them out a ticket, you send them a bill. Let me go back to, what did I have open before this?
Yeah, legal notice and demand.
Okay, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go through this, and then I have to end this because I'm getting lightheaded right now. Let me get some sugar here. Give me 1 moment. Thoroughbreds. So I skipped, livestock, because all of this stuff is inside of the is inside the thoroughbred. This is just like an upgraded version of the livestock. Now look at these juicy ones I got here. Ancestral, tribal, inherited heirlooms. This is important stuff. You can call anything tribal, ancestral, tribal, inherited heirlooms. You could call something your mom gave you, like a cell phone, is an heirloom. That's where we get to the 1 billion, 10 to the 9th. Wait, is it 10 to the 9th or 10 to the 8th? I think it's 10 to the
9th, right?
369. Yeah, 1 billion is 10 to the 9th. So That's ancestral, tribal, inherited heirlooms, 1 billion. I didn't finish it. This is another one I haven't finished yet. Interfering, interrupting a tribal ancestral ceremony, ritual in progress. This is when you're having a party, you know,
Wow,
and,
okay.
and they're coming to mess with you. Interrupting, interfering with a tribal ceremony, ritual in progress, including but not limited to ceremony, ritual, festival, party, sacrifice, national holy day, provincial holy day, tribal holy day. You know, that's where they get the word holiday from. Wedding, born day is your birthday, birthday party, moon day, Mars day, Mercury day, Jupiter day, Venus day, that's Friday, Saturn day, Sun
Oh,
day,
yes. Oh, wow.
eclipse day, equinox day. We're gonna have, you know, I have celebrations for all of these, you know, solstice day, dawn day. I have a ritual in the morning. I salute the sun, you know, in the morning when the sun comes up, dawn. Like a dawn festival, dawn ritual, dusk ritual, noon when the sun is
Like
at
this one.
I'm always, you know, showing gratitude in my own way, everybody in their own way. When you verbalize it, when we start, you know, when you have people around you and you start, it's beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Like I have so many plans, but I had to do the hermit thing for 10 years. You know, I had to be off the, you know, like off the grid. I had to rebuild my body. I had to rebuild my mind. It's called resurrection. You know, they say born again Christians. You know, I'm a resurrected Christ, is what I am. I'm not a born again Christian. I'm a resurrected Christ, Messiah. You know, and fiesta, siesta, look, dusk, noon, fiesta, siesta, white party, costume party, pool party, river party, lake party, beach party, mating festival, mating ritual. You know, you know, sex is a big part of it. Mating, you know, like I was gonna add here I forgot what it was now. The conception, I forgot. You'll see it next time. Restrict. Oh, and this is a whole different paragraph I'm gonna do that I haven't finished. I haven't worked on yet, which is whenever you want to go into like a park or something, and they're like, you can't come in here with your horse or with your dog. So all the property in the geographic, I'm not even going to say United States. You know, it is, but it's depending on how you spell it, you know, like upper or lower case, but it's America, you know? So it's restricting access to native indigenous lands of America. They cannot do that. So everything that I listed here, I've been through. Right here, I've been through, I had a standoff because I couldn't go into a particular beach because they say there's no dogs allowed. So I'm like, what you mean I can't be here with my dog? All I'm doing is
That's
jogging.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm making a whole paragraph for the 10 to the 9th power billion for every, they cannot do that. And then what you do is when you do get this and you win the court case, you could lien that property. So we're going to be owning beaches, but I wouldn't do it through myself. I would do it through your native tribe. I would suggest everybody do a tribe. I'm making a council. I haven't done it yet, but I'm founding. I'm going to be the founder, executor, grantor of the right there. Come on. I'm founding the council for native affairs. Right? It's just Council of Native Affairs of Southeast New York. Southeast Nation of New York. Nation, it's important. Nation of New York, not the New York State. Nation of New York. This makes it American national, you know. So I'm doing this, and where I live, from Brooklyn to Montauk, is an area. There's 12 tribes. And I'm going to be the 13th tribe. 13th honorable. I'm gonna be the 13th tribe. You know, I'm just saying on because I need to get validation from all these tribes. I'm gonna restore 12 tribes of New York and Long Island. I'm gonna do that because they don't work together. So now with all the funds that we're gonna have, they're gonna be living large. I'm gonna go visit with them because just in case it gets, you know, it gets like Hunger Games out here. We have so much work to do because we have to create our own food, have our own cattle, have our own goats, have our own stuff. It's gonna what? What's that, Ellie?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking to my mom.
Okay, no problem. So that's it. So, you know, I just gave you, all right, so that's it. I'm kaput now. I got to go. So Ellie's, right? How do you say it again? Ellie's?
It's L's. It's just L's, like L's.
All right, Els. All right, Els. So it was so nice meeting you. It was so nice.
Thank you so much.
So we'll talk. You contact me anytime during the week. If I'm not available, I'll answer you when I can. But I'm blessed right now. I have a place to stay. I have a little bit of, funding. I freelance, so I have enough money to get this paperwork done. So I can, get some funding. Basically, I live paycheck to paycheck, but I'm not hurting right now. I have good food to eat, a safe environment, to live in. In order for me, I'm not moving because I don't want to move until I get all my paperwork done. I'm not moving for a year to 2 years, but once I do move, I'm gonna probably move into my yacht.
Oh.
Yeah. Or move into that 46-acre estate.
Okay.
And that's that. All right, so then we'll talk further about everything. So everything I talked about, I'll include into my file, the JPL file.
Yeah, I was looking at that right now. Okay. But I would definitely give you an email so I can touch base with you the middle of the week.
Okay, very good. And then
Thank you so much.
we didn't finish, like we did pretty much finish on this, but there might be something missing about this document here, but I'm going to include this. I'm going to save this and include it. This is basically going to be named something like new first Treasury PAC protocol per PJ, because PJ said this verbally. He said, this is pretty much all you need. And I watched the video numerous times. So if there might be one thing missing here, but that legal notice and demand, I think I might throw it in this pack. I'm not sure. Once I read through it, I'm gonna see if it really does pertain, but I think it does. And then that's it. So I'm not gonna delete this. Let me just save this right now because I don't want to lose this. I'm gonna name it right now. Oh, this is very slow.
I thank you, and thank you for having this and inviting me and including me.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks for reaching out. I'm gonna call it, New First Treasury Pack Protocol. That's it. Save. Oh, come on.
Excuse me.
Um,
Okay, so I'm going.
All right, done. All right, that's that. And then we talked about this video. If you haven't seen this video, you should watch this.
Which video is that one?
This
Oh, the
one's the one-
720.
Exactly. Yeah, the one on 6/7.
Oh,
June
20.
7th,
Okay, yeah. They're not in the
2020.
YouTube, only in the group. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. The one that's not on YouTube, only in the group. That's the one, right? I don't even have Excel open anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good, because you got it. Okay, thank you for this Excel spreadsheet, because you had already changed your address. I definitely need to look at that to make sure. All right.
Which one?
The change of address, because you already hit on some good points with the talking to the postmaster to make sure when I start getting everything rolling in, make
Oh,
that appointment.
I haven't even done the change of address yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't done the change of address yet. That's on my list to do, but I don't really need it right this second. I'm focused on
wow.
getting this. Yeah, I'm focused on getting this pack out proper. That's my last thing on the list is that legal notice and demand, because
Mhm.
because I got to send this to my county to get it recorded. I wanna get
Okay.
it I got a lot of work to do. I'm so tired right now. All right,
All
let
right.
me close this.
I'm not gonna hold you up anymore.
Yeah, let me find out where I can't even find out where I stopped. Oh, I was sharing, right? Okay. Stop share. And all right, so that's it. All right, else. So,
All right. Thank you so much.
so nice talking to you. And
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to this as well. Helping one another, because there might be one piece of the puzzle that you may have that I'm lacking on, because everybody is different. Everybody has a different piece to this puzzle.
True, but I doubt it. I can help, but whatever I can, I definitely will. Seriously, but
Well,
I'm just
yeah.
happy to have somebody along the journey right now, because
Oh,
this is over.
It's my pleasure, and I was like, that's my nature. I'm so helpful, in when I can, if I'm passionate about something, if I have my entire being in it. This is the only thing I can think of day and night. I don't even watch. The only thing I watch, like if I'm eating, I can't. I could maybe listen to a Patrick Devine, I could listen to that, but I can't I'm pretty much not doing anything else, focusing on this. And the only time that I do anything else is if I'm when I'm ready to have dinner, I'll have a couple of I have a glass of wine, and then like that part of my brain of like the work part kind of turns off. So I'll watch a little bit of a movie or something until my food is ready on the oven, and then just go to sleep. But I'm basically so focused on this, and we can build off one another. We can help each other, support each other, and it's going to be a good thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much. But I'm about to go eat now. So
all right, good for you.
get some
Enjoy.
rest.
All right, so have a great night. Enjoy your
You
dinner,
too.
and we'll speak again. Contact me whenever you want. I'm
I
gonna end
will.
this now.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Ciao, ciao.
All right.